What's up, YouTube? Uh, it's gonna be my first video, and I'll share it to Facebook and have it up here, uploaded on the YouTube for the first time. People that don't know me, I'm JC Bailey, Chris Cash on Facebook, and Save Mean on YouTube. Anyways, I'd like to do a. Sorry for moving around. I'm kind of on my phone, but I'm gonna do a top 12, top 8 uh, most fucked up movies in my collection. And this ain't in no particular order, that's just my opinion. And, well, if you don't like it, well, I don't care. Anyways, okay, let's get started. My first one is hell, a lot older than me, because I was born in 91. It's called Cannibal Ferox. There ain't no nudity on here, so I'll be alright. There's the cover. It's by Umberto Lindsay. I've watched it. It's pretty good. It's not as good as the next one I'm about to show you, but it's pretty vile. I can see up in the corner it's banned in 31 countries, and I can believe it. Let me look at the back to see if I can show you. Yeah, I can show you the back. It's got a ton of special features, which I like. Let me open it up for you. There's the DVD. Cool little booklet. A little bit nudity, can't show you that. The next one I enjoyed a little bit more, but it's probably the first extreme movie I ever saw, and it's Cannibal Holocaust. And I'll open it up for you guys. Sorry for moving around, this is on my phone. Here's the inside, it's 2 discs. I have a nice little booklet with a picture that I can't show you. With the most infamous scene in the movie with the impaling, you know what I'm talking about. Both these movies have a lot of animal cruelty, which involves turtles and snakes, monkeys, pigs, all kinds of stuff. I like Cannibal Holocaust a little bit better because the music sets the scene a little bit better and it's a lot more disturbing. Let me see the back of it. I can't show you that. I'll show you this though. Okay. Now the next one is a documentary, and most of y'all probably not heard of it. Well, some of y'all might have. Well, gotta cover this. It's called Philosophy of the Night. Now this thing is 4.5 hours, 4 hours, 30-something minutes, and there's so much shit in this movie that happens, it's crazy. It took me about a couple weeks to finally watch it all. It's about what the Japanese people did to Chinese and like Russians and some German people during World War II as biological and chemical warfare and development at Unit 731. And like I said, it's 4.5 hours. It's a mockumentary type, and it's pretty grim. I mean, they involves cockroaches, teeth torture, forced abortions, shoving a cockroach up a girl, which ain't too pretty. Pretty disturbing. 4.5 hours, yeah. And this is the limited edition copy. It's 2 discs. See, there's the special features disc, and there's the main movie. Most of these movies are unearthed. Actually, this is the first one I've showed you that's unearthed. Unearthed, at least. The next one is part of the trilogy, and it's not for everybody, obviously. And this is the third one. It's the Vomit Gore trilogy. And this is Slow Torture Puke Chamber, the third of the trilogy. I didn't really like the first one. The second one was pretty good. The third one was the most disturbing. There was a couple scenes that made me gag in this. That I can't really go into detail on YouTube, but one cool scene involves, if you don't mind some spoilers, involves a girl puking into shot glasses onto the bathroom and drinking the shot glasses, then puking back into them, drinking the shot glasses like some kind of puke fetish game. Pretty disturbing, and the ending is just probably the most disturbing, fucked up thing I've ever seen. I might be able to show you the back. Yeah, I can't really show you the back. I can show you some of it. Here y'all go. I like the extras the best. Really adds to the value of the movies, in my opinion. Now, the next movie is probably the most infamous new movie I've got, and I'll never forget watching it. And it's probably the best movie I've seen in quite some time. And I'm going to say this right offhand, I don't endorse anything that happens in any of these movies. I just enjoy watching movies. Anyways, the next movie is a Serbian film. And yes, this is the uncut copy with everything you know what happens. It's about a retired porn star that gets drugged back into the business, and you know the drill. A lot of sick stuff involving sex and violence. I'm not really going to go into detail on the graphic scenes. There's necrophilia, family scene, and the ending is the most depressing for me. Anyways, I'm not going to go into more detail about that one. Now the next one is a fake snuff movie from, not sure where it was made. It's made by Fred Vogel. It's August Underground's Mortem. This movie's like a train wreck. It's the best way to describe it. Can't really tell you what goes on because really can't remember because it's like a train wreck that you can't look away from. Everything you can imagine happens in this movie. But don't expect like good filmography or cinematography or good music or anything like that. It's a fake snuff movie. If snuff exists, this is what it would be. Let me see if I can show you the back. Yeah, I won't be showing you the back because there's a lot of stuff that I will get in trouble for. Anyways, the next one is, a lot of people hate on it, but I enjoyed it, and it was refreshing. It's The Human Centipede 2, and not much to say about this movie except truly fucked up. Barbed wire raping a centipede and shit everywhere, and the car scene with the baby, and jacking off with sandpaper, shit like that. I've heard that the third one's going to be even more fucked up, which I can't wait for. The first one wasn't that good. And I like this little down here, would have Marcus decide gagging into his popcorn could be the sickest B movie ever made, and I could agree with that. Marcus Destad, if you don't know, he wrote The 120 Days of Saddam, which was made into a movie by, can't pronounce his first name, but Pasolini is his last name. And it's 120 Days of Salo. For y'all horror buffs out there. Let me see the back. Yeah, I can show you the back of it. I've actually watched this movie twice. First time, I'll never forget it. And the last one that I'm going to show you guys is a documentary. It's truly the most disturbing movie I've got. Well, it's not even a movie. And it's called Black Metal Veins. It's by Lucifer Valentine. And this is the uncut, uncensored edition. They have the other edition too, which ain't worth it. But, I could show you the back. It's a documentary on heroin addiction and a little bit of black metal. But it's about the heroin. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But there's a lot of heroin use, real heroin use. A lot of graphic nudity, graphic sex. Tons of drug use, as you can see. a ton of extras, which I love. And like I said, this was in no particular order, but because you can't really order different kinds of movies into truly fucked up. Like I would have to take out the documentaries. And as far as I like them, this was my favorite out of all of them. Because it's kind of like the granddaddy. I enjoyed this one. It's in my top 10 favorite movies. I didn't enjoy this at all. It's fucked up. I would watch it again just to be disturbed. Hard to enjoy heroin addiction, that's why I'm not even going to include it. But it was disturbing. This was fucked up and disturbing and almost made me puke, so I'll add it in there as a top 10. And this is close to Cannibal Holocaust for me. Like, if you haven't seen this movie, you need to see it. All these movies are really worth watching if you're into sick, fucked up stuff. And well, I'm sorry for the length, and that's really all I can say. I've kind of ran out of things to say, so I'll holler at you guys later, and thanks for watching.